I have just made an insane purchase in the CS market. Today, I'm going to explain why certain things in the market have held up so much and what I actually bought and why I actually bought it. So let's get started. Let's take a look at high tier skins. I've been covering these a lot recently because I really like their price action. The Gungnir isn't one I covered because these super high tier skins worth over $10,000, I guess we could call them, or even much higher because there's a couple worth like 15,000, 20,000 plus, have had kind of pullback. It's down about 4.3% in the past month. Nothing too crazy compared to some of the lower stuff we saw, especially some of the gloves and phase 2s as well. But a lot of them held up really well. The Dragon Lore and Factory New is actually up 1% in the past month, only down 1.3% on the week compared to some other stuff. That's pretty good. A lot of these like mid-tier knives and just old operation skins, old skin drops in the game, just old play skins are down a significant amount. Super high tier skins are down a little bit as well. But field tested Dragon Lore as well, it's up. It's up. You love to see it. And let's actually look at this chart, the chart of this thing. Something I said with skins like this is when they reach consolidation levels and they start to kind of have a proper trend and stay at the same level, I think they're going to, stay at that level for a long time and then blow up in price again. And I said, if you get good entries, then you should definitely be holding these skins for a super long time. Now, I'm still holding my Dragon Lore. I didn't sell it. I haven't sold it since it was $3,600. That was a couple of years ago. I showed this in the chart a couple days ago. 2022, I guess I bought this thing. It doesn't feel like that long ago, but I bought it for 36, 37, I believe. So somewhere around this range, which was great. And it really bounced hard off these levels. It went through the massive spike, got to 8,300, dropped back down, and then bounced again massively. And one skin I saw that I really liked that I didn't really see that happening. Sure, it had a bounce, but I think it could go much higher, is the M4A4 Howl. Now, in Factory New, it's down about 8% over the past month. I did not buy a Factory New one. I bought a field-tested one, and I'll actually show you guys that in a second. 48.32 for this thing right now. Only down about 2% in the past 30 days. Some of the StatTrak howls are actually up. I don't typically buy StatTrak skins, though, so they're just easier to sell if they're non-StatTrak. So looking at the chart of this thing, the only reason I was pretty much fine with buying it is because it had a massive bounce off $4,200. Obviously, I wish I could have got in at that price. But it's consolidated really well here. And it's happened for about 15 days at this point. It's just kind of stuck around this level. And it's going for about 4,800 plus on buff right now, which is great. Let me actually show you guys where I bought mine. I bought mine on skin.land because I sold a bunch of skins on here and just kept the money in my balance to buy the dip. If you want to buy skins or cash out your skins instantly at a great price, check out skin.land, where you could also get a free $10 bonus on your first sale. Skin.land is a site I use to insta-sell skins myself. They offer incredible prices and the process is very easy. Just make sure to click that link at the top of the description for your $10 bonus or enter code CHF on the site. Then go to your profile and enter your trade URL and you're all ready to sell and buy. Then select the skins you want to cash out instantly. Just click the skins you want to sell, select your payment method, either crypto or various bank transfer methods if you're in Europe. Then just confirm the trade the bot sends you on Steam instantly, and you're done. The entire process only takes around 5 minutes max, and receiving the money typically doesn't take more than 20 minutes for crypto. For bank transfers, it might take a few business days though. You can also buy skins for 30% cheaper than the Steam market value on Skinland as well. They have a ton of deposit methods, so whether you're looking to buy or sell, check them out with that link at the top of the description and get your $10 bonus today. And I did buy it for $47.76. I probably could have gotten a better price elsewhere. I saw a couple listed for $4,700, but I had credit card issues. My debit card wouldn't actually send money to the site because they thought it was fraud, yada yada. I couldn't be bothered. I'll pay the extra $70. It's like 2% extra, not even. And I think this skin's going to be super good for the long term. Just like the Dragon Lore, just like everything else, I think we're going to see like long periods of consolidation, and then it just goes up again. The Howl, one of the most legendary skins in the game, so I think it's always going to have that massive amount of demand. And worst case scenario, I'd probably go through something like this, where it had a massive price spike, it had this consolidation where it looks like everything's good and it crashes down again. Now, I think it's pretty unlikely that this thing really gets back to like low $3,000 range. Maybe it could get back to 3,500. Me personally, I think lowest it's going to be is like $4,000 again. once again, because of how high the player count is and everything like that. Just to kind of put this into perspective as well, by the way, the player count is green again in the past 30 days, which is crazy, but I believe Fortnite averages 1.5 million players, and CS has 1 million average. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize CS like had that many players relative to Fortnite. I don't know why I thought Fortnite was at like 10 million, but still crazy. Just shows how high the player count is in the game, and I think if we're just comparing it to 2024, it's so much higher. 240,000 average more players. High tier skins are going to benefit off that massively. Sure, I could have taken the gamble with a phase 2 or something and they could bounce up massively again, and they very well could, and it very well could be sustained for a long time, but I want to buy something more solid, something I'm more comfortable with, and maybe if it goes through a massive hype spike again, if the howl jumps up like $2,000, I'll probably sell it and then just wait for another dip. But I don't really think that's going to happen anytime soon. I think it's going to be a slow grind up, which I'm completely fine with. I also want to cover, I'm so smart. I had a very good call. With the M4 Blue Phosphor, you guys know I talked about this skin 100 different times, and I was like, if it drops below, what was it? Was it $600 or was it 700? Let me check. Okay, come on now. It was 600. Wow, okay, so this thing's up almost $200 from lows, and just like the charts that I've been covering 100 times over, I said if it gets back to consolidation levels, that's where all the demand is, but the player count's like 500,000 players higher, so of course there's actually going to be more demand for it now, and skins are moving around so much in price and so volatile that that's such an obvious level to buy at, that it'll just blow up again. It's already at $800. It's free money. It's always free money to buy at these consolidation levels if you think the game's going to be good long term. The player count is just so high. It's so good. It's free money. This market's incredible. You guys need to take advantage of it because it's really good, to be honest with you. I don't even know what other skins I want to cover. I'm staying away from super high tiers like rubies. I wouldn't consider a howl a super high tier, by the way. I just consider it a high tier. Like a super high tier is like good condition Pandora's boxes. Minimal wear dragon lore is maybe like right on the border of it, but I don't know. There's some crazy skins out there. I also, you can know, like buying skins that are not super high condition. My dragon lore is field tested, and my howl is also going to be field tested. I say gonna be because it's actually on trade hold for the next like 5 days. Like that's how hard it is to get one of these things for cheap right now. They haven't been listed for very long, so I have to wait till the 6th. Oh god, to get this thing. That's quite a while. That's gonna piss me off. But did I get the absolute perfect entry with this thing? Of course not. That would have been at $4,200 a few days ago, but I wasn't considering it. I thought the market was gonna have a much slower bleed out, or not even get anywhere close to these all-time high levels again in a lot of skins, and it did, and that kind of surprised me, so I changed my plan up a little bit, and now I just plan to hold this thing for the very long term. Anything I buy ever, I plan to hold for the very long term, unless, once again, I think at this point it's possible we go through another massive hype spike, because I mean, look, we're seeing skins up 5% in a day again. The Dragon Lore bounced from like $6,800 to $7,700 in field tested. The Deagle Blaze is up. A lot of the skins are not even down that bad over the past month at this point, and a lot of them were down like 30% just a few days ago because of how bad the crash was, and things recovered absolutely massively, which I love to see. Maybe we could still see a slow bleed out over long term, but I think with the major coming right around the corner as well, I think there's going to be a lot more people watching the game, getting hyped for the game, and playing the game. So I think it's going to be great. I think there's very little reason to sell in this market. We also potentially have an operation coming very soon, which is great for the player count. More skins, I guess, is a good thing. Hopefully it means people don't sell their old ones. Once again, super high tiers don't move around that much in price. I should also point out, I tried to buy a howl from two different people. Zipple, who has like 4 or 5 of them, wouldn't sell me it because I didn't offer enough, and he also said he just wasn't really interested in selling his. The guy named Habshai, who's also a big collector, had like very big inventory, like 6-figure inventory. He sold a bunch of stuff recently, so I'm like, hey, will you sell your howl? He's like, yeah, I'm not interested, I'm gonna keep it. So I'm like, all right, well, nobody's selling it, so that's once again just kind of plays into what I think of. People don't sell super high tier skins that often, and that can cause them to move around a lot in price. Even if they jump like $2,000, they tend to maintain it because people with $6,000 skins aren't really interested in selling for just a few $100s profit, not even a few thousand. They just like the skin. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Skinland, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.